sending clues, I'm sending gratitude back.
Hello my beautiful people, it's your girl Lisa bringing you another meal prep video. As you just saw, I had my morning metabolism boost drink. I have this every morning on an empty stomach, and that just keeps me for a good couple of hours before I have my first meal. So today for our meal prep, I'm just gonna be making some blackened salmon with asparagus and lemon zest. Usually I add lemon juice, but we'll see how it goes. As well, I'm going to be making some baked chicken just like I did the last time. And I'm gonna pair that with some rosemary and garlic roasted potatoes and sauteed veggies. So as you know, I season all of my meats, fish, everything is seasoned and marinating the day before. So with the chicken, I'm gonna add, of course, my tomato paste. That's just for extra flavor and a little bit of color. Once the chicken is done, I'm gonna shred it just like I did the last time. So I'm just gonna top the potatoes with that, some sauteed veggies, and this will be my lunch option for the week. The salmon and asparagus will be my dinner because I do not want to eat carbs in the evenings. Well, at least I'm trying not to. I've been doing good so far. So yeah. So the oven has been preheating at 450 degrees, and I will put the chicken in for roughly 30 minutes in total, about 25 minutes covered and 5 minutes uncovered. The salmon, of course, will be in the oven for less time because I do not want it to dry out. So I'll just put this in. So I'm just going to be using fingerling potatoes today. I really like fingerling potatoes for roasting. And this is just minced garlic. So I'm going to prep the potatoes by first washing them off. And then I will just cut them in half, season with salt, and just let that scald on the stove for a bit before tossing it into some hot oil with the chopped rosemary and garlic. You could use any potato for this. It doesn't really matter, but for me, I like fingerling potatoes for roasting, as I mentioned before, so that's what I'm using today. So I'm just washing those up, making sure that they're nice and clean, and I'm using some coarse sea salt. And there is Miss Leilani checking out what's going on in the kitchen. So I'll just let this scald on the stove, I believe, for about 5 minutes. I don't really want it boiling. I just want it to I guess once there's a little bit of froth at the top, then it's fine. So I'm prepping some rosemary that I'll chop up. But I'll first wash, pat dry, and then I will chop that up, set it aside for later. The most time-consuming part about meal prepping is definitely just getting everything ready for the cooking, prepping the herbs, washing all the veggies, and all of that stuff. But it's fun for me because I do love being in the kitchen. It's actually my happy place. So I'm just gonna put some avocado oil in the pan, and then I'm just gonna put that in the oven so the oil can get nice and hot. And then I'll be adding the potatoes and the herbs and garlic to the hot oil. That way I can get a nice crispy outside on my potatoes. So it'll be crispy on the outside and nice and fluffy on the inside. So of course, for the sauteed veggies, I'm going to be using broccoli, carrots, and some bell peppers. Don't mind my thumb, I'm not going to cut it off. I'm just trying to cut these as thin as possible. If they're too thick, it just takes a lot longer to cook. The carrots are going to add just the right amount of sweetness to the sauteed veggies. I'm just going to add some garlic to the hot oil and the rosemary, toss in the potatoes and make sure all of that is evenly coated, and then I'll put it back in the oven. Gotta mix. Mix. Just want to make sure that all of the potatoes are evenly coated with the mixture. And of course the potatoes were in the salt water, so I'm not necessarily going to be adding any more salt to it. Just spread those out nicely. So now I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna get the pan ready for the sauteed veggies. So of course I'm gonna use my avocado oil. Just spread that around. So of course I'm gonna add some more garlic. And of course my homemade seasoning blend. You can use this for almost anything. You can use it to season rice, you can use it in your eggs. It really doesn't matter. You can use it with anything. So I'm just gonna let that just saute for a bit before adding the carrots, which of course I'm gonna add first because they are a bit more firm than the other vegetables that we're gonna be using today. I'm gonna season that, I believe, some Himalayan salt, pink Himalayan salt, some cracked black pepper, a lot of black pepper. So I'll just mix this, make sure all of the carrots are evenly coated. And I'll cover and just let that cook for a bit. So now I'm just gonna get everything going for the asparagus. Like I said before, the asparagus is basically gonna be with the salmon, and that will be my dinner option for the week. So of course we're gonna go with some more garlic, and yes, more of my homemade blend. It's almost time for me to make a new batch actually. I'm almost out. Put in the asparagus. Shake those up. And of course, season with some black pepper and salt. Mix this together. Cover and let that cook. So let's check on the carrots, and they are cooking nicely. So I'm just gonna add some of the bell peppers that I had prepped the other day. So it's just the last bit of it. I'm just gonna toss those in. Give that a mix or stir. Add in the broccoli. And just look how pretty that is. So colorful, so vibrant. It's gonna taste even better than it looks. Mix that up. Cover and let that cook. So now we're just gonna check on the asparagus. Just put some lemon zest on here. This is one of Leilane's favorite side dishes. Asparagus with lemon zest and lemon juice. As much lemon juice as you can possibly add. She would be happy with it. Yeah, I believe the lemon zest just adds a bit of freshness and brightness to the asparagus. So, yeah. That's tossed. Yeah, it's good. So I'm just gonna garnish this with a bit of dried parsley flakes. And yes, I know fresh is better, but unfortunately I am not in the mood to chop any more veggies or herbs, so we're just gonna use the dried ones. The veggies are coming along nicely. And turn that off, and yep, here are the potatoes, nice and golden, crispy on the outside, flaky on the inside. Now it's time for plating. So we're gonna have salmon dinners, and then we're gonna have chicken lunches. But I'm pretty certain that I may not have both meals every day. I might just end up having one per day with whatever it is that I decide on making for breakfast. So we'll see what breakfast option I'm gonna go with for the next couple days. You guys are probably wondering if I'm doing this meal prep just for me or if I'm doing it for Lonnie and I. But in all honesty, Leilani does not really eat I'd say like a normal person would. Lani would probably have one meal a day, and most times it's not even something that I cook. She'd probably just make whatever it is that she wants. So I just meal prep for myself, and if during the course of the week she decides that she wants to have one of the meals, then she can. It's really not a big deal. But I don't meal prep for Lani because Lani eats what Lani wants when Lani feels like it. So I just make sure, there's stuff in the house that she can use whenever she's ready. But for the most part, Lani snacks a lot. So she'll have like a bunch of fruits, and then of course her own snacks. So yeah. So I went ahead and I had made a chili lime sauce to add with the salmon, and this goes so well with it because of the acidity in the lime, from the lime in the sauce. When paired with the fish, is really, really good. I got these little containers from the dollar store, and the covers give me so much headache trying to put them on. But yeah. But they come in really handy just for things like this where you just want to add a little bit of sauce. You may not want to put it right away because you are going to be heating the food up later on during the week. So it's just nice to have them in a small container, and once you're actually ready to have the meal, then you can just pour it over to your liking. Yeah, that's what it is. Just what it looks like. Yeah. I did not have enough asparagus for all of the salmon dinners, so I just added some of the sauteed veggies to, I believe, 2 bowls. Yeah. Now I'm just gonna plate the potatoes, shredded chicken, and sauteed veggies. So that would be my lunch. I'm just trying to be better with my portions, because I have found that in the past my portions were really, really big, and yeah, I really needed to have a little bit more control of that. There's Miss Leilani. So the extra meat, I'm just gonna put up in the fridge for later. I can always use that for tacos or maybe a sandwich or maybe just to top a salad. I am very pleased with how this meal prep turned out, and I honestly cannot wait to have these meals in the upcoming week. Just making sure there's a good serving of veggies in every one. I'll probably just have the extra vegetables for supper tonight. But yeah, I really enjoyed this meal prep, and this is what it looks like. I am so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next video. Bye guys.